WNBA, what do I always say? The gift that keeps on giving. And if there's anybody who is welcome to chime in and blast Kathy Engelbert and blast the WNBA for the official.
Caitlin Clark has completely shaken the WNBA world. The face of modern basketball isn't stepping into an arena this time. She's taking the golf course by storm, joining Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull, Florida's LPGA pro, at one of the most prestigious tournaments in the world. The WNBA is in a frenzy, and fans are calling this the biggest crossover in sports history, a bold statement rather than just a move. If you agree with Caitlin Clark, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments if you think she should leave the WNBA for golf if it brings her more love and respect. Now, let's dive into the story keeping Kathy Engelbert and Eve up at night.
That, well, fans have just kind of want her gone for non-basketball reasons, but obviously this is the tournament Caitlin Clark's playing in, the golf tournament. So as you guys can see, Lexie Hull is in fact a guest caddy at this golf tournament, and Sophie Cunningham.
It all started when Caitlin Clark received an official invitation from the LPGA to compete in the Annika Pro, one of the world's top tournaments. No one expected her next move. She called Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham with a simple message: let's show them what true respect looks like. Golf offered her a chance not just to play, but to be celebrated, while the WNBA had only given her criticism, hate, and cheap shots. Legends like Tiger Woods, Annika Soren, and Nellie Carter welcomed her with open arms, while WNBA critics tore her down. This girl has something special, they said, and chaos erupted as the announcement sent the WNBA into a panic.
On the golf course at Annika LPGA Pro-Am. So here it says, two fever teammates to caddy at the Annika Pro-Am, highlighted by Caitlin Clark's return. Caitlin Clark will again tee it up with Nellie Corda, joined this year by fever teammates Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham as celebrity caddies. This is an article written by Scott Agnew.
According to reports, Kathy Engelbert immediately called her legal team, warning Caitlin that joining the LPGA could violate media contracts. Caitlin, however, remained unshaken, smiling and saying, "You can't stop me from shining." That's when things went nuclear. Fans began comparing the numbers and were stunned. Golf sponsorships had skyrocketed tenfold. Peer respect was through the roof. The LPGA planned record-breaking coverage, and viewership was exploding. The internet went wild when a leaked video showed Caitlin practicing her swing alongside Nellie Corda, precise, powerful, and flawless. Analysts hailed it as the shot heard around the sports world, and even LeBron James retweeted it, saying Caitlin was now in a league of her own. Lexie Hull and Sophie Cunningham stood right behind her, fully backing her every move.
Golf debut, and it is no fault of hers that I got upset. It is the fault of the WNBA, because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter, all of the things. And the LPGA was promoting the crap out of this event. And they also did something really smart by pairing her up with their currently #1 golfer in the world. And her name is Nellie Corda. So there are photos of Caitlin and Nellie literally everywhere. And the LPGA was so smart in doing this because they knew that there would be so many eyeballs on Caitlin. So if they put their #1 golfer who
treated like absolute stars from course introductions to private plane arrivals, Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie were welcomed with full red carpet treatment by the LPGA, with crowds cheering every step, something the WNBA could never achieve. Inside the WNBA offices, panic set in. Sources say Kathy Angelbert called an emergency meeting with team owners, fearing the impact of the crossover. With Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie drawing millions of golf fans, sponsorships were freezing deals, and ratings had already dropped 27% this quarter. An insider told ESPN, if Caitlin doesn't return in 2026, the WNBA might not even survive the season.
Having Brianna and Carson joining Caitlin at the Annika is an opportunity for GameBridge to showcase the variety in our sports sponsorship portfolio. In addition, as partners with the Indiana Fever, we look forward to welcoming Caitlin's teammates Sophie and Lexie to Tampa Bay to elevate and shine a spotlight on women's sports. GameBridge is the presenting sponsor of the event, once again putting a spotlight on women's sports. The annual LPGA tournament features the world's best female golfers competing for a share of $3.25 million purse and proceeds benefiting the Annika Foundation. For Clark, Hull, and Cunningham, it's a chance to strengthen connections across women's sports.
But Caitlin is chasing respect, not drama. Golf gave me what the WNBA took away: respect, she told her team, a statement hitting harder than any buzzer beater in her career. The LPGA has already confirmed record presale tickets, with most fans citing Caitlin Clark as their main reason for attending. Fans are flying in from other states and even abroad just to watch her swing. Insider leaks suggest brands have lined up deals worth over $1 billion, and rumors say Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie are already planning their own charity event.
Video of the fans cheering, her signing things, taking photos, their players hanging out with Caitlin, and obviously they're showing their golfers as well. But Caitlin Clark is all over this. And this was the perfect opportunity for the WNBA to do, like, have you seen it when an NBA player or a football player goes?
By combining basketball and golf, Caitlin Clark is captivating fans worldwide, turning sports icons into global sensations while the WNBA feels the loss. The big question now, will her WNBA career end, or is something even greater beginning? After experiencing golf's respect, admiration, and billion-dollar spotlight, why would she ever return? Share your thoughts. Should Caitlin give the WNBA one last shot or stick with golf forever? This story isn't just about a golf appearance. It's about showing that greatness can't be confined to one arena, one role, or one expectation. From the moment she first stepped onto a basketball court, Caitlin brought unmatched passion, effort, and connection. And now she carries that same spark into the world of golf. The excitement, curiosity, and celebration surrounding Caitlin Clark aren't just about a sport, a tournament, or a crossover. They're about recognition of talent, effort, and, most importantly, value. Sports thrive on stories, and Caitlin's journey is becoming one of those rare narratives that transcend boundaries. She's proving that an athlete's impact isn't confined to one direction, category, or league. Greatness travels with the person, not the environment. Whether on a basketball court or a golf course, her presence inspires people to watch, feel, and connect, a power earned through years of hard work, discipline, and unwavering self-belief. Her decision to compete in the LPGA Pro alongside teammates like Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall reflects something even deeper: unity. When women athletes support each other instead of competing for limited space, their influence multiplies, their reach expands, and their voices grow stronger. Caitlin Clark's collaboration with teammates sends a message to young athletes everywhere. You don't have to stand alone to be strong. You can grow, shine, and rise together. That is the true power of this moment. Not just the event itself, but the meaning behind it. It shows that women's sports are evolving, no longer confined, ready to celebrate skill, personality, leadership, and passion across all arenas. Fans have responded with overwhelming support, not for a league, brand, or contract, but for Caitlin herself, for her story, resilience, and spirit. The real question now isn't whether she stays in basketball or pursues golf. It's whether we are ready to support her wherever her journey leads. Legends aren't made by standing still. They're made by growing, evolving, learning, and challenging boundaries. Caitlin's story is still unfolding, and this chapter is just the beginning of something larger, meaningful, and lasting. Whether she returns to the court or continues breaking ground in golf, one thing is certain: she has earned the respect, admiration, and loyalty of millions. And respect is far more valuable than awards, trophies, or stats. Respect endures. Respect inspires the next generation. As this new chapter begins, let us support, celebrate, and uplift Caitlin Clark. Greatness isn't defined by a single sport. It's defined by how boldly someone follows their passion and how deeply they inspire others along the way. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting women's sports. And remember, this journey is only beginning. Stay inspired, stay curious, and honor the athletes brave enough to carve their own path, wherever it may lead.